This bread is sweet.
Okay? This bread is hot.
This bread is rich.
Not only rich, this bread is timely because it quenches hunger.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, young man. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Please, I need bread.
Ha! By this time, there's no bread.
I don't understand. Is it that people didn't break bread today? Because it's exactly 10:30 a.m.
What's the essence of us having a bakery? We baked bread this morning, but we are able to deliver it as fast as possible to our customers. This morning, yes.
This
so
morning?
there's no bread.
Wow. But sir, can I get any bread to eat? I'm very hungry, even if it's the one that did not really come out as expected. In as much as it's bread, it's going to do for now. Please.
Oh, sorry. We don't even have anyone that does not come out fine here. So even if at all, if we have, we will have given it to our workers in order for them to eat because they are hungry too.
You mean your people are hungry and as a baker, you don't have any bread to give them? That's preposterous.
See, you can see my wife over there. And that lady cleaning pan. They are my co-workers here. In fact, as you can see them, they are not just tired. They are very hungry. So there is no bread for them to eat.
But why is it that you didn't keep any bread for them to eat?
Man, when I kept bread for them, but when I came back, I was told that some of our customers came back in demanding for more bread, in which they don't just have choice and just to give them, because we don't want to lose our customer. Because it's as if demand for bread these days is becoming high. That's the reason why. So sorry, young man, there is no bread again.
But sir, I know what? I think you should try to bake more bread because these are your people and you need to feed them. And other people too that are coming around asking for bread. I believe if you keep up with the baking, you can meet up with the day-to-day activities. Don't you think so?
Yes, you are right. But presently, there is no firewood again. And presently, we are all tired to start looking for firewood all around. And seriously, to be honest with you, to bake quality bread takes more time. I mean, for us to follow the normal procedure in order to get the best results. And that's the reason why you see most of our bread always come out fine. And if at all there is anyone that does not come out fine, our customer will take it like that because it's not just about the structure, but the content.
Okay, sir.
Man,
thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Very
Thank
much.
you so much.
Which kind area be this? Person go just dey find one particular thing for over 30 minutes now, you no go see am. And they even say na estate sef. Oh, how person wan take get this thing sef? Sister! 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 Sister, I was calling you.
You mean me?
Yes, you.
Hope no problem.
No, not really. Actually, I was. Please, do you live around this area?
Is that why you stopped me?
Yes.
Are you okay?
No. Yeah. Yes, I'm okay.
Even if I live around this area, why do you want to know?
Actually, it's just that
It's just that what? Wait, do I look like all those tiny leg girls you play prank with? You are not serious. You must be out of your mind.
Sister, it's just that I just want you to tell me where I can get bread.
He just wanted to ask for bread. And I can call him to give him out of this. Yes. Brother! Brother! Well, I believe it's not meant for him. There are other people that need bread. I believe whatever is meant for a person will not pass him by.
Sir.
In what way, if I may ask?
Actually, I've been walking around the street for an hour now.
And how is that supposed to be my problem? Please, don't ask me for money, because I know that's how you people do. People go about, you have developed an advanced means of asking people for money. If you need money, you get a job for yourself.
That's not the case, sir. I'm not a corporate beggar.
Oh, you are not a corporate beggar. Then what are you? Oh, a casual beggar.
No, sir, I'm not. I'm only here in search of bread.
Bread?
Yes, sir.
You mean you actually stopped me because you are looking for bread? Mr. Man, you are a joker.
I'm sorry if I've wasted your time, sir, but I really need this bread.
So you mean you have searched all around this area and you could not get bread?
I've searched everywhere possible, sir.
Like seriously?
Yes, sir.
And as old as you are, you have not devised another means of livelihood to get yourself an alternative. I mean, you could actually get biscuits, buns, puff-puff. In fact, that puff-puff would be a better option because it's big, it swells, and it satisfies hunger quickly. Mr. Man, stop wasting your time and embarrassing yourself. A puff-puff at hand is better than the bread you cannot see.
But actually, sir, I really need the bread. Yes, sir.
Okay, if that be the case, there's a bakery down the road there. When you walk down the street, you turn to your right, then you go down, you see a building. When you get to that building, there are two parrots there. They are looking.
Sir, are you sure you are giving me the right description to the bakery?
Oh, you mean I'm not giving you the correct description? Okay.
No, I'm sorry. No, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Sir, I really need this bread. I'm sorry.
Okay, where did I stop?
Sir, you say I will walk down the road, I will see two parrots. They are looking.
Yes, they are looking. But in case you don't see those two parrots, you see the house painted green. And beside that house, you see a road. You go down, then when you turn left, you see a sharp bend. When you get to the end of that sharp bend, you turn to your right again. Then you arrive at the bakery.
Oh, finally, we are at the bakery.
Mr. Man, you are not at the bakery. You are just on your way.
Thank you very much, sir. Oh. God bless you, sir.
Mr. Breadman.
I really appreciate it, sir.
Don't thank you, Mr. Man.
exact discretion he gave to me. Now when I get here, I'm going to see the bakery. Or is it that they have another bakery around here? The aroma was as though they bake bread around here.
Bros.
But don't get it.
Bros, are you okay? Or do you miss your way around here too?
Actually, I did not miss my way. But just that I'm having a serious problem right now. You see, I was directed to this particular place by someone else in search of bread.
Wow.
But could you believe that I've been walking around these streets for over an hour now, yet nothing to show?
Wow. You mean you came here looking for bread too?
Yes, but wait a minute. Are you also in search of bread?
Yes, so my brother. I'm very, very hungry, and my family back home are waiting for me to bring bread for them so they can be filled. Not only to be surprised, just like you, that the aroma that comes from the bakery is that of biscuits instead of bread.
You see, I was highly disappointed, and it perplexed me. When I went to see the manager, I was trying to know why they have decided to be producing more of biscuit instead of bread. And all he could say was that it's as a result of the market demand, that the market demand of biscuit is very high to bread.
Man, brother, do you know what? I feel erroneous. How can a hungry man prefer biscuit to bread? What planet and scale of satisfaction can this be a possibility?
But don't you think the reason why they are going for biscuit instead of bread is that the production of biscuit is very cheap compared to bread?
Exactly. You know what? The function of every true bakery is to produce bread according to the demand, not according to the current demand. But I don't buy into what that manager said. I think he has lost focus.
Yes, I agree with you.
Of course now.
But the reason why they are producing biscuits instead of bread, don't you think they're trying to maximize profits?
Exactly. You know, they've become money-centered and have forgotten about maintaining the nutritional need of everybody in their environment.
Yes.
And do you know that the cost of maintaining and producing bread is greater than biscuits?
But wait, don't you think the maintenance is the core job?
Thank God you know, because that's the truth. And you know what? People have seek immediate gratification to what biscuit can give. But if they could have been bakery to produce bread, those who sought after biscuit will understand that this costly bread is far more greater, can satisfy hunger than that of biscuit.
Yes, I agree with you. But in this case, what then shall we do?
A man I met on my way here, he said there's a better and cheaper bakery ahead. I think we should go and get food for ourselves and our families.
If that is the case, let's go. I agree with you.
I'm sorry we couldn't provide you with what you're looking for. It's our products, you know, are actually the best around here, and the whole of the city knows that it's next to none. It's just really unfortunate that it's not available right now, and we're really sorry for that.
But as you have rightly said,
Are you trying to say that you don't have bread?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not entirely our fault, you know. You see, recently there has been this, people have been asking for some other products. They've been requesting for some other products, and that's why our bread has really not been available. But, you know, I'm sure you saw the bread pans and drums on the shelf, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Now that's proof that bread making is what we do here. It's just that, like I said earlier, people are really not actually requesting so much for bread. Would you believe that within the last 2 to 3 years, we consumed about 4 containers of flour?
4 containers?
4 containers of flour. And then last year alone, we consumed 6 containers of flour. Yeah, we are really good, yeah. And this year, this is just the 3rd quarter, and we've consumed over 5 containers already.
serious.
Do you know what that means?
No, please.
Do you know what that means?
No.
You don't know?
Yeah, so when next will
Wait,
you have
you don't
bread?
know what that means?
No, actually. I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It simply means that our products are the best. We know what we are doing. You hear? We know what we are doing. So if you go out now, simply because we don't have bread doesn't mean we can't work it, okay? If you go out now and someone asks you about us, tell them we're good. You hear? Tell them we know what we are doing. And for now, like I said earlier, we really don't have bread.
But as you have rightly said, sir.
Wait, sir, does that mean that you don't have bread?
But when are you going to produce bread?
That's what I've been saying since. We don't know when we will produce bread. But maybe you can check back later. Maybe later today or tomorrow or next tomorrow. The thing is, if you come and you don't see bread, just come back later, okay? Once we get orders, it's not like you want to buy a trailer load of bread or anything. So if we have bread and you come, you may be lucky someday, you know. Just keep coming. I have to leave you guys now, okay?
But as he has rightly said, I think I can't give up. We'll keep on checking back because like as it is now, I'm already getting tired.
Brother, keep checking back. Brother, I don't think I can be that patient.
Yes,
No,
so what do you want me to do? I can't just go home empty-handed without bread.
Somewhere to get bread. I can't keep on checking back and checking back.
Look back! Look back!
Let's go for now because you have been walking around here for days, for hours now. I told you should. All right, okay, let's go.
Sorry. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, can we take it off your time?
Oh, no problem.
At all, there's no problem.
Actually, we have been searching for bread down the street, hoping to get one, but we have tried all our possible best to no avail.
Yeah, yes, please. Do you know where we can get bread around this one?
You mean it's bread that both of you are looking for that are looking so serious like
Yes,
that?
yes.
Bread.
Sorry, but let me be sincere with you. You see in this area, there is no bread. In fact, I would suggest you give us a sack of bread. It's like eating a dead horse. You won't find bread. That's just the way it is here. That's true. Okay?
Are you saying searching for bread here is like beating a dead horse?
I'm telling you, you won't find bread. We live in this place. And I tell him, the other time when we were searching for bread, even after a while, you lose taste for bread because, you know, when you can't find something, you just leave it.
I told you now, there's no way we can get it around here. Let's just go.
Brother, seriously, we really need that bread.
Look, I must be sincere with you. Most of the bakeries that we have in this area, all they carry is the name only. They just carry themselves as bakeries, but when you get there is no bread in them. They never have bread. I don't think I've ever walked into a bakery that actually has bread in this area. They don't have bread. But you see, the thing is just that maybe if you continue going, there are still bakeries that bake healthy, nutritious, and fresh bread every day and every time. But the problem is they are very scarce and they are very few. But since you look like you've been searching since morning,
Yes, of course.
you look like you've been searching since morning, I feel like maybe you should just continue. I believe you found something.
Sorry for taking your time, please.
Your labor will be rewarded. Don't worry.
Thank you, brother.
Drink this.
No point of us
My
crying.
fine
Don't
drink.
just go.
Let me go and drink like that. Or maybe eat
Thank you,
rice.
sorry for taking your time.
No
Sorry.
problem. Don't worry.
Give up this searching of bread.
Thank you, brother. Let's just relax here. Man, I'm tired, bro.
Since morning, I've been looking for one particular thing. I will not be able to get it.
But you know what? Ever since we left that one place, you've been talking about get something.
Yes!
What do you think we can get that substitute for bread?
I don't just understand, but I'm thinking of that biscuit. Don't you think it's better we just go back to that first bakery and just have a taste of it? If it's okay, then we'll not buy it in bulk. What do you think?
I think that will be manageable.
Yes, I think so.
Let's just try it.
Let's try it.
Wow.
Young man, please come.
Evening, sir.
How are you doing?
You are fine, sir.
I've been observing you two walking around this area. Hope all is well.
Yeah, no, sir. Actually, we have been looking for a particular thing since morning, but we are not able to get it.
Please come have your seat.
I think that will be necessary.
But what could that be?
Actually, sir, that's not necessary for now.
But I might be of help.
I think we should just do it.
Sir, let's just...
Don't worry about it. I think we should just...
Are you looking for bread?
Yes, of course. But, sir, how do you manage to know that?
They just say I guess.
You didn't only guess. I think you must have been following us since morning.
Of a truth, you are not the only set of people that comes around here to seek for bread.
You mean other people have been coming to in search of bread?
Yes, of course.
And even if they've been coming to look for bread, can you direct us to where they get bread so we can also go and get bread there too?
You can't get bread here because the house of bread we have around here, they've lost focus of the reasons why those bakeries were created. A lot of people troops in here, but they don't get bread.
But sir, what could have been the reason why most of this house of bread don't bake bread any longer?
Because they no longer concentrate on the needful. They have been preoccupied by wants and desire for trivial gains instead of the visions of the owner. Their oven has become so cold, dry and dusty. And even some that bake, they've forgotten that they need it. They've forgotten that they are to be the first recipient. And in so doing, the outcome and the quality of their products is supposed to bring satisfaction to those that will consume it. And all these things, the quality and the taste of their bread cannot be ascertained.
But sir, I heard you talking about the owner. Yes. Do you really mean that the people that we saw in their bakery working, they are not the owner?
The Lord is the owner. He's the Lord of all.
Lord of all?
He's the Father of us all. But He puts His children in those bakeries to manage it so that nobody go hunger or lack.
But, sir, if I get it very well, do you mean we should just give up our search for bread?
I didn't say you should give up your search for bread. Of a truth, you can't quit now if you really need bread. Have you forgotten that blessed are they that thirst after righteousness, because they shall be filled? And do you know one thing?
No.
Is that everyone in this world and every man is hungry, and there is famine in the earth. Many don't know this because they are blinded of the true condition. They are only looking for ways to make end meet, and they are seeking for means to satisfy the pantings of their being, and they found none. But they forget to remember that only the bread of life can give true life. They said is knowledge they were looking for. And when knowledge fails, they thought it's wealth and riches. And when it fails, it only makes them slave. They even thought it's marriage. This also fails. And they now discover that they are just moving in circles, going round and round. And they could not make ends meet because the life of a man does not contain in the possession of what he has.
So what then become of us? For it appears that something wrong has happened to the bakery.
My friends, you are not actually far from the truth. It's only that these bakeries and house of bread, they are hyped in advertisement. And they've been overtaken by the glory and the exploit of yesterdays. They now boast of their past exploits. They have forgotten that this bread and these bakeries are given to them to meet the needs of men, so that they will not go hungry. And even to the extent that some, because they have bread, they have become unapproachable. They have wasted the resources of heaven sent to them via pride. And it's resulting to competition. And some, they have made themselves lords over the bread. When they ought to be servants, these are all we see around. And the true owner is not really happy because there has been disappointment. People turning the resources of heaven to their personal resources. Those men who their God is their stomach.
So this is why we have been suffering. What then will now be the Father's reaction towards this?
The Father is not actually pleased with this. But you must understand that the gift of God is without repentance. But I must assure you that He doesn't want anybody to perish or go hungry. But surely those that defy His temple, they will not go unpunished.
So what can we do now?
Yes, please. Where can we get bread?
The Father is really expecting so much from us. In the days of Hosea, when a situation like this happened, the Lord took the priest responsible. But now He has declared us as His royal priesthood, which means the Lord is taking each and every one of us accountable for this.
But sir, from the way you're sounding, do you mean we should go and start up our own bakery business? And if we do, who will buy this bread from us?
No. You are not far from the truth. What I'm trying to tell you is not that you should start a bakery. But what you should do is that since you have been underfed, you can't get bread from the available bakeries, it is high time we sit down, each and every one of us, and begin to break bread ourselves. Because the Father has given us the manual, and inside the manual, the ingredients, the recipes needed to make a suitable bread has been given. All you need to do is to read it, meditate it, and digest it. And after that, you are good to go. Start making your own bread and satisfy your hunger.
What do you mean by we should make our house a house of bread?
A house of bread indeed. Because as believers, the manual needed to make suitable bread has been given by the Father. And the manual is accessible to you. All you need to do is to read it, meditate it, and digest it. By so doing, you have set yourself on the pace of making a suitable bread for yourself. Men ought to get from us each time they demand. Because if you are able to bake your own bread, then all the failures of the present day priests and servants of God, so called, you will not be a partaker of their failures and their mistakes. He has given you the opportunity to make bread yourself. And once you start making, you will be enjoying it, and you will also be able to give to others.
But even if we want to be producing bread for ourselves, how do we go about it? Or do you mean we should start baking bread for ourselves?
Of course, you can make it for yourself. Just follow the manual and, like I said, read it, digest it, meditate on it, and start making your own bread. Sweet bread, delicious bread that will satisfy your hunger.
This is wonderful. Brother, I think we should we go and make bread tomorrow?
I think it's high time we start baking our own bread.
Seriously?
By tomorrow, we'll make our bread.
I think so. Tomorrow we'll make our bread.
Young men,
Yes, sir.
even when you make your own bread, make sure those that are hungry also get from you, so that the failure that we have witnessed will not repeat itself again.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
By tomorrow, by the special grace of God, we'll start baking our bread ourselves.
Of course.
It's my player,
Thank you, sir.
but I'm sure you have learnt very well.
Sir, we've learned a lot.
God
Thank you
bless
very
you.
much.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you.
God bless you. Let's go. We'll start making our bread.
Let's go, please.
Bread is ready. Wow. This bread is ready. So how do we share it?
I will divide it.
2 Timothy chapter 2 from verse 15 says, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needed not to be ashamed.
Rightly dividing the word of truth.
Yes.
My friend, this bread is sweet.
Okay. This bread is hot.
Family of the country. This bread is rich.
Not only rich, this bread is timely because it quenches hunger.
Thanks for mixing the bread.
Thanks for kneading it well too, despite the stress.
That's all right. Mr. Williams, once we were able to achieve this wonderful thing at this short period of time, don't you think we should do it once again?
Of course, my friend. In fact, we need more of this. As a matter of fact, we need to be doing this consistently. This is what we need to satisfy our hunger. Not just any other bread, but a bread that can sustain us.
Oh, sure. This one that those that are in charge of the house of bread are not doing what they're supposed to do. Many people out there are dying of hunger, and those that are surviving are living on junks. Don't you think it's high time we take the challenge and get our bread, which is the word of God, that gives life, so that we will not die of spiritual death? Don't you think so?
Well, no problem. God will help us.
I think so, bro.
God will help us.